Defense stocks around the world are soaring, and Canada's commitment to military budgets could pay off for some homegrown players. In this video, we'll tell you about some of the key Canadian defense companies in the spotlight and what Bay Street thinks of their stocks. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's time for market moves. Let's dive in. All right, investors have been paying a lot of attention to military matters this year, and that's not just because the geopolitical situation remains uncertain in regions from the Middle East to Ukraine. In June, allies of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, pledged to spend 5% of their annual gross domestic product, GDP, on defense. For Canada, that move could end up costing $150 billion a year. And in the same way that all of that spending has prompted a fresh look at European and American defense companies, Canadian stocks are also getting attention, in part because of the perception that the government will show support for its own defense industry. So let's highlight three names that Bay Street is watching. First, let's talk CAE. Perhaps best known for its flight simulation business, Bloomberg notes that while the company trains pilots for commercial flights, it does something similar for air forces of countries around the world. It's one of the reasons Goldman Sachs analysts are watching this company closely. All right, stock number 2, Bombardier. Bombardier is probably best known for its luxury jets, but the company has a growing business of making aircraft that are used for things like surveillance. Tim James, an analyst at TD Cowen, estimated in a June report that Bombardier could generate more than $1 billion in revenue by the year 2030 through the sale of planes made for defense. Now, Bombardier shares have enjoyed a big run this year, but there are still a number of Bay Street analysts at firms ranging from RBC to Scotiabank, CIBC to National Bank that would not be surprised to see the stock continue to climb. And stock number 3, MDA Space. Now, MDA is largely known as a provider of satellite systems, robotics, and geointelligence technology. But the company also has strong ties to Canada's military spending commitments. For example, MDA CEO Mike Greenley told analysts on a company conference call last week that MDA could benefit from Canada's growing priority around Arctic security and sovereignty, since space-based communications is a key way to accomplish that goal. Now, MDA shares have already had a big run, but according to longtime portfolio manager Richard Croft of Croft Financial, we're still in the early innings of Canada's commitments to this area. All right, those are some of the market moves in defense. What market moves are you watching? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next market moves video. See you next time.